celebration. I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Saints at 2-6 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Winston. There's Chris Olave. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Winston again, it's Kamara. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Here's Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yard.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough 2nd half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down. And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you
think,
mean by that, Burkle?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And it curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 7, Saints 3. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Winston now. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston.
He completes it to Olave.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
And the Saints, first down.
Again, it's Winston. Thomas has got it, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. wants to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're just making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Straight ahead, Patterson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 43.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack on first down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let... started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Winston to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Winston now to throw on first down.
It's complete. Kamara finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. His outdoor ride tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
One last shot now for Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible.